Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim from Maniac Sports. I don't know if this internet is working that good right now, so hopefully I'm not lagging too much. Uh, well, today, first of all, I want to thank Kurt Steele and Mike Kimmer, both um, members of Lions Nation Unite, but more importantly, both members of that have served for the military. So thank you guys both for your service in the military. Um, you have your respect from me here. The Detroit Lions will be taking on the San Diego or not San Diego, formerly San Diego Chargers, the LA Chargers Sunday. And what you have it, the Chargers are starting to look good. Granted, it was the New York Jets that they beat, but they're showing a lot. The Chargers are showing a lot more defense. At least they did against the Jets. Justin Herbert is starting to really get into his groove as far as um, for what you call it, uh, for being that quarterback. Hopefully, we'll have um, David Montgomery back. Um, but hopefully, even if he's not back, um, we will have um, Jamar Gibbs that hopefully he'll be able to ball out like he did. And of course, we'll get our first look at Peoples Jones. Um, Keys to winning this game is to have that strong defense that we have had in the past to shut down the San Diego or the LA Chargers and shut down their running game. Shut down because they did have a running game uh, last week. Oh wow! And also to be able to run and pass. Jared Goff cannot get flustered because they're going to go ahead and they're going to put a lot of pressure, try to stop Jared Goff, try to stop our running game. So Jared Goff needs to look like he looked last year, and like he looked at some of the brilliant times that he has this year. Jared Goff needs to play one of the best games that he has played all year, I think, in order to um, win this game because this game is a winnable game, and a lot of people may think that it's that we got it easy going down the stretch, but hey, a lot of the NFC North teams now they're starting to win games. I mean, yes, sure it was the Carolina Panthers that the Bears lost to yesterday on Thursday Night Football, but or not that the Bears beat on Thursday Night Football, um, but they won. You also have Minnesota that is coming on strong. It's time for the Lions to put up or shut up. You know, they have done great so far this year. They stumbled a couple times. But right now in this part of the season, in this quarter where we're going to be taking on people that know us, that know our weaknesses, that know us better than anybody, you know, as far as for the NFC North teams, you know, we're gonna go ahead and look at the Detroit Lions schedule. Let me get the share screen up here and who we have. Okay, and sorry, I didn't mean to have that. Okay. Storyline schedule. All right. Some of these are. Okay. So. Uh, all right. And sorry, some of these are older ones. Let's get to where we're at now. Okay, looking at the Lions' remaining games. Hey, welcome. You guys are watching Maniac Tim's. This is No Hold Bars Friday, where you guys can go ahead and bring up whatever you want, um, and we will talk about it. Uh, Raiders fans don't know. Uh, Raider fans don't know football. Think Lions go 0-17 since Dan Orlovsky never happened with Stafford go golf. Um, yeah, they don't know. All right. Thank you for that comment. But yeah, but as I was saying, we do got one of the toughest part of the schedules right now. Um, yeah, San Diego is, of course, LA Chargers are 4-4, Lions got them by a couple games, of course. But we're going out to the West Coast where a lot of times it gives us trouble. But the Lions just need to man up and do it for sure. They just got to take things into their own hands. They got to go ahead and play. In October, you got to go ahead and play your best ball. Your best in October, in November. We're in November now, of course. You and finish out in December. You got to go ahead and play the best football that you have played all year, because hey, a lot of these teams can catch you. Yes, we're a game and a half ahead of Minnesota right now, but they're within closing distance. Jefferson is going to be back more than likely by the time we play the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Fields will more than likely be back by next week by the time we play the Chicago Bears. You know, um, it's it's do or die time. If you want to win the NFC North, we gotta, you know, the Lions need to play, like I say, their best football that they have played all year. Uh, they cannot go into um, LA and lose to the Chargers, especially get their butts whipped by the Chargers. You know. Okay, let's get back to the. Well, hopefully David Montgomery being healthy. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt again. Um, Jamar Gibbs running like he did last week. 2 weeks ago, the last game that we had, and hopefully the wide receivers will be able to go ahead and um, get some points, make some dents. Uh, if I think the Lions need to score quickly. I think that's one of the main things they need to do. They need to score quickly, fast. Uh, and still with having a dual offense. Both a running game and a passing game is definitely going to work. Um, that's been their success all year, is having that that passing game and running game. All right. Uh, we'll go back to some of the comments in a while. Um, okay, so the schedule is all up here. We got the Bears will be at home. You know, we can't expect the Bears to just lay down and say, "Hey, Lions, have the NFC North. It's all yours." It's not going to do it. Packers are going to want some revenge for what we have done, even though we have owned the Packers the last uh, 3 games, 4 games in a row. I think it was that we have already, you know, beat them. Uh, so we have the LA Chargers, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, the Saints. Who knows how it's going to be down in New Orleans? I mean, they Saints were expected to be much better than what they have been. Carr, he could end up having a game of his life when we go down to see him, but Lions just got to go ahead and yeah, Lions need to beat these teams, especially our divisional teams. Uh, then we go to Chicago. We got to face the element of Chicago. You know, after the Saints, then the Broncos come to see us. So at Ford Field, uh, Broncos should be a win, but who knows? Who knows? Uh, okay, then our first stand is with the Vikings, and more most likely Jefferson will be at mid-season form by the time he's back here. Um, and Dobbs our quarterback. Who knows what he's really going to be like? Then we go to Dallas. At Dallas, Dallas always plays us hard there, no matter what. And we end up uh, with Minnesota coming to Detroit, the last game of the year. The last game of the season and of the regular schedule. So with you know um, the standings, go ahead and let's do that. Okay, okay. If we, we'll go. Right now, I'm just concerned with NFC North. Okay, NFC North, of course, the Lions are 6-2. Uh, Vikings are 5-4, and Green Bay is 3-5. Chicago being 3-7. But of course, Chicago already played it. So I mean, so basically, if you look at basically right now it is the NFC North is a 2-man race because the only one or 2-team race because the only team that is on our heels to say is the Vikings. But we got 2 games on hand there. So you know uh, that's just the way it is. But okay, let's go back to and I think this is probably Mr. Jackson's saying is okay. Dan Orlovsky's not quarterback. He sucked every team he played for. He had his problems for sure. Goff and Stafford are quarterbacks, good quarterbacks, never go 0-17. Yeah, that's for sure. And there's only been 2 teams in history that has went 0-17 or 0-16. No team has went 0-17 because it was 0-16 back was when the Lions and also the Browns both went 0-16. But those are bad memories for sure. During the past, let's go 7-2, beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Go Lions. Lions make playoffs. Vikings last game. We be in the playoffs. Detroit. We want to be more than in the playoffs. We want to host playoff games. Uh, Even if the Lions don't win the division, we still make the playoffs. You know what? You know what? That's true. Uh, I can still see us making the playoffs and stuff like that. But you know what? It's time to shut up and put up. This is no hold bars. That's great. And yeah, we're all great Lions fans and stuff like that. But win the damn division for a change. It's time to win the division. No matter what, win the division. Because it's time to do it. If you look at, I mean, right now, as far as in the NFC, all right, you got the Eagles are number one in the NFC. They're 8-1, only lost one game. They could end up losing against, uh, they could end up losing, against Dallas. Hopefully, the Eagles will lose against Dallas only because I want the Lions to get that top seed. You got the Cowboys 5-3. You got the Commanders are 4-5. You got the lowly New York Giants, which are 2-7. Hopefully the Lion or the Giants get the number one pick in the draft. That's what I'm hoping for. Then you got San Francisco. San Francisco, which is 5-3. You got the Seahawks, which is 5-3. Rams are 3-6. Cardinals are 1-8. So hopefully those teams keep on losing, and then the Bears don't get the one or two draft pick. All right, we already went over the NFC North. Okay, Saints are 5-4. Falcons are 4-5. Buccaneers are 3-5. Panthers are 1-8. So I'm looking at in the NFC North, either the Lions are set up right, are the only team that is right now to at least be that number 2 spot, as long as they went out, and possibly with a little bit of luck, maybe get that number 1 spot, the bye week in the playoffs, and make it be the road going through. Now, hey, the Eagles earned it. The Eagles earned it. I'm not taking anything this far, up to this far. The Eagles have earned it. Okay, so, but there's still time for them to go ahead and get that number 1 seed in the NFC overall. Okay, yeah, it's time to win the division. Detroit Lions, I agree, definitely. Thank you. Eagles might lose after bye week. They play Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs. That would be great. Hey, and hope Kansas City Chiefs beat them again. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Eagles might lose next week versus Chiefs. Yeah, definitely. That. Of course, that would be great. We agree upon it. Okay, we're gonna go with the I want to get the American. Okay, of course. Now, just to be fair, we're going to go ahead and also look at the standing in the AFC. We looked at the standing in the NFC. Okay, the 6-3 Dolphins. So right now we even have a better record than the Dolphins. Uh, Bills are at 5-4. Jets are at 4-4. Um, Patriots are at 2-7. You know, and of course we already Chiefs are at 7-2. Chargers are 4-4. Raiders are at 4-5. Broncos are at 3-5. Okay, Ravens 7-2. Ravens are definitely a great team. Uh, they're forced to be reckoned with. Um, Steelers, they're at 5-3. Browns 5-3. Bengals 5-3. So that one's all pretty much knotted up, except for the Ravens being having the 2-game advantage. Um, Jacksonville, they're 6-2. Okay, Texans are 4-4. Uh, Colts are 4-5. Titans are 3-5. So if you look at that, the lines are contending for overall, at least the second best record in all of the NFL. If you look at this, and could end up being, destiny is in their hand. Destiny is in their own hands as far as on how they play, on what they do, on how they look. They could end up. Now, of course, Eagles, if they went out there ain't much we can do about that. But who knows? Who knows what will happen with the Eagles? Let's go ahead and let's see. And I'm going to kind of like thank you everybody for coming in, drop in, check out Tim's Maniac Sports. Where hey, you're allowed to be a maniac. I don't care. You know, this is a show where we want to have fun. Uh, don't and hey, if it sounds like I was yelling at the guy, I'm just so ready to win. That's what I'm saying. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Steve? Yeah, I mean, I really hope everything is going. Hey, you're always welcome to hop on too. I will post it in the link. Uh, Hope everything is going good. Yeah, anybody who wants to hop in, there's a link to the show too. Uh, okay, Eagles. Let's see if I said Eagles got a harder schedule than the Lions. But of course, they played. Yeah, I I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Jeremy B? Jeremy B. Yeah, I figured most of these were Euro Jackson. Thank you. Uh, uh, Eagles play more playoff teams. Eagles got harder schedule left in the NFC. Yeah, but we also got teams that are up and rising right now. So who knows? Who knows? Thank Thank you, Jeremy, for stopping by. Jeremy, hey, yeah, make sure you guys check out 313 New Breed and also he kept finding with Jeremy. Uh, and I think the Lions is going to be fine. Yeah, what's your feeling on this game? Give me your feelings on this game coming up against San Diego. There I said it again. L.A. 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 Rams. They should move back to San Diego because San San Diego needs a team. Well, actually, there's so much crime in San Diego. I won't want to move back there either. What's up, Jeremy? Okay. Wow. What about okay? And of course, it's Euro Jackson. Only hard teams left are the Vikings, the Cowboys. Everybody else is, that's total wrong. In my opinion, that's a total wrong way to look at it because we're playing divisional teams now. Divisional teams can go ahead and bite you in the ass if you overlook them. Yes, the Bears have not been what the Bears have sucked early on, uh, but they're not an automatic win. Uh, we're a better team than the Bears. But Justin Fields got something to prove. Okay, Lions, in my opinion, but never know. It's the NFL, definitely. The Bears have no quarterback. Packers have no quarterback. Okay, what is it? I'm not here to advocate for the Bears, but I kind of got it right now because, okay, Justin Fields has been gone, been injured for a few games. Justin Fields. And yes, no, they wasn't astonishing with Justin Fields to say, but Justin Fields was beginning to play good ball a couple games before he got injured. Okay. So there's also quarterbacks in the drafts where this could be a make or break year because a lot of the fans are going both ways on Justin Fields. Is he the man of the future? So Justin Fields being that run with his running ability, which has in the past had the Lions have always struggled with running quarterbacks. They have always, I mean, they it's just the way it is. So that's where you got to be concerned. Plus, playing our own divisional teams, they know us better. Vikings, yeah, Cousins is gone, but the quarterback surprised everybody last week that they picked up. Lions have a quarterback to win, yes. The Lions do lose divisional games. Okay, excuse me. If the Lions do lose division games, be the Vikings because they are our playoff teams. They are a possible playoff team. We just got to see what they're going to do from here on. If the Vikings go ahead and revert back to how they were playing at the beginning of the year, who knows what could happen? I mean, and especially with that running quarterback that they got, because hey, it is what it is. But I mean, I want to see, definitely, like I said before, let's just go ahead and get it done. Win the NFC North. Bears, Packers have no offense. Under Justin Fields, the offense was picking up before he got hurt. That's the only thing. So that remains to be seen, is what I'm saying. And of course, the factor of him being a running quarterback. Packers can be surprising. We the worst thing the Lions can do is go ahead and chalk these up as automatic wins. All right. Because number one, their divisional opponents, still NFL teams. And we got to remember, in the NFC North, the Lions have a target on them. Okay. These people want to go ahead. These teams want to go ahead and beat us because just like we want to beat them. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. But I'm just saying, let's go ahead. You when it's all said and done, you got to get it done in order to do it. You know, that's that's the thing. I mean, yes, facts are their offense has been horrible. You know, uh, I hope I mean, in all reality, in all reality, I hope the Lions go in there or, or kick the ass of the Chargers. Just go ahead and kick their ass. Plain and simple. Bears come to town. We go ahead and we spank their ass so bad that it's not even funny. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for a 45-6 victory over the Bears. That's what I'm hoping. But I gotta be real too. I'm still not counting the Vikings out. I can understand. you know, I mean, I definitely can understand because hey, the Vikings, and we're playing NFC North teams. Yeah, I'm not counting them out either. Jefferson, he's in practice. They're going to keep him out. Uh, okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna get. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Steve?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been
Yeah, I'm
MIA
still
all week,
worried
but
about them
I'm doing
Vikings, man.
good.
I'm still worried about those Vikings because I think he went. Oh, did he go out? Okay. I think Tim went out. I don't see him anymore. Okay. Did he go out? Uh-oh. Okay. Now I'm still worried about the Vikings. They still got a new quarterback, and Justin Jefferson is on his way coming back. So, and the Vikings always play the Lions pretty tough. So, Lil definitely worried about that. Let's see, Bears, Lions swept the Bears. Packers, Vikings could sweep, but if they do lose the division game, beat the Vikings. But yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's the one thing would be the Vikings, more so in Minnesota than at home, because they always have a tough time in Minnesota. Probably just be like last year, go 5-1. Um, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Um, definitely, it would be the Vikings for sure.
hmm
Oh, Up there you go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on my screen. Everything just I got disabled somehow, but
Took an intermission break. It's okay.
yeah, I know. I bet you on, and I kicked myself off somehow. Oh,
Yeah,
without
it
even kicking
happens.
myself off. Yeah.
It happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I was looking at I was looking at some of these questions you had on here. I know somebody
Hmm.
said the Bears only have one offensive player and DJ Moore. I can't say that because they got a lot of weapons as far as like receiving wise. They do. I think their
Hmm.
receiving core is a lot talented than what people think. Because not only you got DJ Moore,
Right.
you got Darnell Mooney, or as I call him, Money Man Mooney. Um,
Hmm.
they got the same Brown brother who I think he's hurt now. I think he's hurt.
Okay.
Amon St. Brown's brother.
Right.
He's hurt.
Hmm.
And I think and then like you said, I agree with you, man, with the whole with the 45-6. And plus I think it's a personal game for certain Lions
Hmm.
against the Bears. You know, guys like David Montgomery, who's a former Bear, so if he comes back at that game, oh, he's gonna definitely look forward to playing that game,
Oh yeah.
and of course St. Brown and Panay Sewell because they have brothers playing on with the Bears, so that's
Right.
that that's gonna be that's gonna be intense, and being it's a rivalry game, all the rivalry games are gonna be tough.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be physical, and that's the NFC North. It's just physical, and I like games
Hmm.
like that. I like
Oh
games
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
they
Most definitely I do. And I know it's just like you can't count them out because they know you so well too. And
mhm.
you play tougher against rival teams.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You do.
So
You do. You look forward to it. And then you can't and one thing about the Lions they have to do, they can't take any team lightly, especially in the division, no matter what their record is.
right.
No.
Hmm.
And if they do that, like the team I'm the main team I'm worried about in this division is Minnesota because now they're rejuvenated. They have a new quarterback,
Exactly.
and then like I
Hmm.
said, Justin Jefferson is coming back soon. You know what I mean? And it's just
Right.
you can't count them out. It seems like
Right.
you notice with Joshua Dobbs when he came in, you notice
Hmm.
now the team is a lot more together. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
not saying that they weren't together with Kirk Cousins, but you can see with the new quarterback, and then you have up
Right.
and
The
coming run.
spark.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hmm.
and they have a
Yeah.
decent defense as well. So, and then they have Matson
Oh yeah.
at running back. So a lot of pressure has been put on him,
Right.
especially since they let go of Dalvin Cook. So
Yep.
they have some
Hmm.
guys that are talented.
And yeah, and they also have one person on there that wants to give us a slobber knocker. You know who that is, right? Who?
Um
Who used to play for Lions that's on there?
uh
TJ Hawkinson.
yeah.
He wants to go ahead and give us a slobber knocker.
I you know what, Tim? I always forget that he is on that team. I almost forget he's on there because I'm like, oh
Right.
yeah, they do have
Hmm.
TJ Hawkins. I'm like, oh wow. But
Yeah.
yeah, they have some
Yep.
talent. The Masson and
Oh yeah.
KJ Osborne, and they got a lot of
Mhm.
talent. They have a lot of talent. We can't take them for granted.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're only 2 games up on them.
Yeah. And
So,
I. Mhm. Yeah.
hmm? Oh yeah, go ahead.
And also, if we remember back right before if we were, and this is switching teams a little bit, but one of the reasons I'm concerned about Chicago is Justin Fields will be back. And right before he got injured, you know, he won a couple games. Chicago won a couple
Mm-hmm.
games under him.
Mm-hmm.
They're 3-1,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was. I know they did lose one in between those two, and
Mm-hmm.
we have problems with. I mean, I'm not really scared of them taking the division because they're so far behind. But
Mm-hmm.
on what they could actually go ahead and play spoiler to us.
Right.
That's how I look.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, because of that win they had yesterday, they're 3-7. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Right.
that even though their record is that way, you still can't take them
Mm-hmm.
lightly. You still can't. Is
No,
nobody.
exactly.
Said
You
Darnell
can't take
Mooney.
anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Darnell Mooney, not even number 2 wide receiver. If he was on another team, he would not be starter. Bears don't know how to develop. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
right.
I agree with that. We
Mm-hmm.
saw,
Right.
they was hoping Chase Claypool could be that number 2, but it didn't work out. So, you know,
No.
unfortunately, nah. Bears never had a
Right.
Hall of Fame
Exactly.
quarterback or wide receiver. Hmm.
All right.
What they did? I thought. Hey,
Was it McMahon a Hall of Fame quarterback?
that's what I was thinking. I think McMahon
Um.
was
Yep. Mm-hmm.
wide receiver. Oh man, I don't know if they had a wide receiver.
I don't
Said
know.
never had a 1,000-yard passing quarterback.
Green color.
The Bears were basically all they were more so of a running type of team
They're
more than
they're
pass.
running. Mm-hmm.
They've always been that way.
Yeah.
So it's like 4,000 yards. Yeah, nah,
Mm-hmm.
that's not their
Yeah. And
game.
back then it was. Yeah. Back then they were. It was the game was more designed for the run too.
And even the year that they went to the Super Bowl, they faced the Colts. They were more so a running
Right.
team because their passing, like they didn't really have a
Mhm.
good quarterback, and they still went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So,
So it's about time the damn Lions go to the Super Bowl.
right? Yes, it is that time.
Yeah.
I tell you,
Yep.
Tim, if
It
everybody
is.
else can go, if every other team can go, it's about time we can. It's been too long.
Yeah. 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 It's
It's it
our time. Go ahead and
right.
take it. And go ahead and yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is, and it's about
Uh,
our time too,
yeah.
man. It's been so long, and it's been so long since we had a home playoff win, just a playoff win. Period. Like
Right.
it.
Yeah. And that was yeah. I mean, granted, there should have been some barring the interference. I mean, Stafford should have had at least one playoff win, barring the
Yeah.
interference from the refs. you know, um, but still, but we need a real one, because we need one that's just going to go ahead and be like, one of those Dallas games,
Mhm.
where
Yeah.
we went ahead and what was it, 91 and 93, something like that, where we went ahead and we
Yeah.
just go ahead and rode right over them,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now, Tim, let me ask you this. And I've had a lot of people
Okay.
uh It's been 50-50 on this. I've had different reactions to this. How do you feel about the moves and the moves they didn't make during the trade deadline?
Okay. Um, I can see getting people. I can see getting them because I think that we were there were some things that were starting to lack in some of our offense. So I think that bringing him in, that was good. But hell, we need another pass rusher. We need that defense to be shored up. I mean,
Hey,
it, but it would depend on what we would have had to given up to get that person. Because I mean, I really, if we would have gotten another pass rusher, you know, to go alongside Aiden Hutchins, you know, and we just could have devastated these quarterbacks when they wouldn't have known who the hell was coming at them. It just
mhm.
would have made us more prominent, and
Absolutely.
more of a force to be contend with. So,
Absolutely.
because I mean, one thing we've seen, Miami Dolphins, hottest offense ever. All right, but what happened in um, Germany last week? I mean, yeah, they started to come back, but the defense went ahead of the Kansas City Chiefs and shut them down that first half. You know, so
They
we
did.
do. We need more defense. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just so that's how I feel.
I hear you. I hear you because when
Yeah.
you saw the trades and what teams gave up,
Mhm.
like Bears got Montez Sweat for a six
Right.
rounder, and
Right.
Chase Young went
I
to the
know.
49ers and they didn't
Yeah.
give up anything. So you look back at
Right.
that and you
Yeah.
like, why they couldn't do anything? Like, what's going
Exactly.
on?
Yeah. Right. What
You
was
know,
now? Was these teams not wanting to deal with the Lions? I mean, and that I mean, if it was a team that didn't want to deal with the Lions, the other team, you know,
yeah.
who knows?
I and you know what, Tim? We
But
maybe the Lions did try to do a trade for that, and then
right,
the other teams just didn't. They just didn't want to do it. I mean, we don't know that. I mean,
yeah,
they could have probably tried to do some
right,
trades. We don't
yeah,
know. But
and
when I see trades like that,
hmm
and I see these teams, and I'm like, they only giving up
it makes
a
you,
draft
yeah,
pick. It's like, man, how could we not
mhm,
get that?
right,
You know,
right.
it's especially a Chase
Now,
Young.
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's like
I,
it's
I
yeah.
I
Um,
understand.
I mean, if it would have been people or Chase, if it would have been people who Chase Young, to tell you the truth, I would have much rather had Chase Young than people. If I
Mhm.
could have only had one, only because I think the offense is more set than what the defense is. So I
Yeah.
much rather would have had Chase Young there.
Mhm.
Because it just would have added some more. Yeah, it
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we don't know what. I mean, like a sixth round pick for us, because the team is also going to look at who they're trading with too. Is that sixth round pick going to be a later sixth round pick because the team is better,
Right.
or a earlier sixth round pick? So they
Absolutely.
that also gets figured out in the trades,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely. We
also
don't know if other teams
is it going to
wanted
go
to. Yeah. Oh no,
right?
go ahead.
Okay. Uh, well, let's see. Okay, Jim McMahon, not good. Brad Johnson. Okay, yeah,
Hey,
we know that.
only good
Well,
at draft.
yeah, and they did draft good running back.
Yeah, they
Right.
drafted good defenders over the
So
years
they
too.
did.
So,
Oh yeah, and they also had yeah they.
mm-hmm.
Hey, did you see that one clip on Jeopardy though?
I did
Did you
not.
see that Jeopardy clip that was out where? Okay, there was a clip where it was I think it was like Double Jeopardy or something, and there was like all
Yeah.
football questions. All right, and nobody on the panel got any of them. Nobody. I mean, none of the questions. It was like, well, when the quarterback goes ahead and pitches back, you know, the ball to like a running back, and the
Yeah.
running back throws a what's that called? Flea flicker. Nobody knew that.
Yep.
Nobody knew what the sign was for fair catch. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew about the purple people eaters. I mean, by this was an old, this was an older clip because by the end of the deal, Alex Trebek just said, "I know you guys ain't gonna get this one."
You're
uh,
like, you gotta get this
but
one.
you
This
had to
is
have a
simple.
little fun, right? Yeah, yeah. Even my wife got the flea flicker. Oh, jeez.
Oh wow. But hey,
Oh
that just
man.
lets you know they don't know much about sports. So it's like, all the
Yeah,
knowledge, and
geeks
then
don't know
you can
much about
you got,
sports.
mhm. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's that's funny. That is funny. That is hilarious.
I know.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson start to live as a number two. Now, I want to answer that question there. The with Aiden about Aiden
Okay.
Hutchinson. Now, it's hard to do what you got to do when you get double teamed too. So it's like not only does
Mhm.
Hutchinson got to
And
step
crowd.
up, defensive line got to step up. You know what I'm saying? They definitely got to step
Mhm.
up. Um, yeah, Lee
Right.
McNeil and everybody, like, you got the same sack number as a Lee McNeil, but a Lee McNeil is having a lot of single coverage. You know what I mean? Aiden Hutchinson is like,
Mhm.
he's getting double teamed. They're figuring him out. And I think it's just
Mhm.
Hutchinson has to just adjust. He has to adjust, but it's hard to adjust when you're getting double
Right.
teamed. You know what I'm saying? And then if the running back is going the
Yep.
opposite way, it's going to be hard. Now,
Mhm.
the Chargers have one of the best running backs in the league in Eckler. That guy is very good in
Right.
the running game and in the passing game. He's very good. But we got to always understand that we lucky to have Aiden Hutchinson because
Mhm.
Jacksonville had a chance to get him and they didn't. So, hey, thank you, Jacksonville.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Remember,
You
Brad Holmes got in trouble for how quickly he went ahead and rushed on that pick.
But yeah, but we gotta but I think we gotta give credit to the corners. We gotta give credit to the safeties.
Oh yeah.
We definitely
Yeah.
gotta
Oh,
give credit
definitely.
to linebackers such as like Anzalone and Barnes, because Anzalone has been playing very well the last
Mhm.
couple weeks. Very well.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah. If you look at Andrew only last year compared to this year, OMG. It's a lot different this year. He's a lot different.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I didn't mean to call him a it.
Yep. Say the most consistent
Oh,
player on a defensive line is Aleem McNeil. Um, yeah, you could say that. I mean, Isaiah Buzz was
yeah.
playing well
Mhm.
before he got hurt or whatever. So, um,
Yeah.
but Hutchinson, man, he's still pretty good. So it's just we just got to stop getting pushed in that defensive line. They
Yeah.
gotta stop getting pushed. But
Mhm.
we facing tough teams, man. So I think
Oh, yeah.
with the Raiders game, like Jimmy G missed a couple of wide open passes.
Mm.
If they would have connected and would have had Devontae Adams catch him, it would probably be a different game. So we're lucky,
Yeah.
but that comes with defensive pressure that we put on
Mhm.
Jimmy G. So that made him
Right.
that way. So,
Oh, exactly. And we got to do
mhm,
the same to Herbert.
yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
yeah, I think I kind of figured out why any coach, former assistant that leaves the Patriots fails. Do you know what
hmm
it is?
The defensive,
The
uh,
reason they fail, yeah,
mm,
no, because okay, any coach, because like Josh McDaniels, Patriots, you know, they're too freaking still wrapped up in the Patriots. They care more.
yeah,
He cared more about the Patriots than he did about the Raiders.
right,
You could see
right.
when Bob Quinn, the way he traded, whenever he traded with the Patriots, it was more in favor of the Patriots a trade than it would for the Lions.
hmm hmm Right,
So
absolutely.
so I'm thinking that any of these, it's just that I mean, before they fired uh, McDaniel's, uh, the Raiders, he got after one of their players for going ahead and bad talking the Patriots. Said, "Don't you dare bad talk the Patriots. If you're
hmm
hired to do this team, your team needs to be number one, not your former team." you know.
hmm hmm Absolutely,
So yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, because they were trying to be like the Patriots, and then
Mhm.
Brad Holmes came over and everybody. At first, they went from trying to be the Patriots to trying to be the Rams,
Right.
and it's like you can't do that.
Right.
You have to have your own identity.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you have to.
Mhm.
You can't want to be like every team because just because you do the same things as another team, that doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. You
It'll
know,
work for you. Exactly. Exactly.
hmm and you can
And,
learn so much from Belichick, but it's just still not the same as Belichick does it. Like you can emulate it,
yeah.
but that just doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to have your own identity.
It's, yeah. Yeah. And you got to be able. See, one of the things when Patricia came in is he went so much towards the Patriots ways that he didn't use the talent that was already on the team. He basically
Absolutely.
just chased away, you know.
hmm
But what I'm saying though is that I think that there's so much that when a coach comes from the Patriots, and it doesn't matter no matter what team they're from, go to or
hmm
what team they go to, they're still so loyal to the Patriots that it
Right.
hurts the team that they actually go on. You know.
hmm and sooner or later, defenses are gonna know what you run because all they got to do is look at that team and they like, okay,
Right.
they like to
Yeah.
run this play, and this play. So
Hmm.
they're gonna
Right.
figure it out. They're
Hmm.
definitely gonna figure things out. So it's gonna happen. Say Miles Garrett gets double teamed. Yeah, Miles Garrett do get double teamed, but Miles Garrett is a
Yeah.
man. That's the Miles Garrett is a freak of nature. You know, just
Yeah.
just like
Right.
Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is probably one of the most dominating defensive line person I've ever seen. I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I've never.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this, Tim. I've never seen a player
Mm-hmm.
literally toss around and throw two players at the same time. That's how strong Aaron Donald is.
Right.
I seen it. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what game it was, but I seen it, and I'm just like, this. I'm just like, this dude must. This dude must be on drugs or something. I've never seen that before. He must be taking
But
some kind of. I mean,
he,
really
I,
tossing one and tossing another, and I'm just like, we got a problem. We got a problem.
yeah.
That's why
Well,
when the
as
Lions
young
played,
guys of 12 would say,
uh huh.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
As
go
young
ahead.
guys of 12 would say
Mm-hmm.
that newsflash on the Night Stalker, um, on the Night Stalker, I need to figure out how I'm going to word this so it doesn't sound stupid. Um, Aaron Donald was founded to have genes Kryptonian. So the reason he's so strong and so freakishly strong is that Superman was his grandfather.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
He's really not totally human.
Yeah, he's not human at all. He's not human at all.
No, but he got Kryptonian genes in him. Gotta have a
Mhm.
little bit of fun in that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you know,
If
and
anybody who has been on in our nighttime show, Matt, go ahead. I see Forrest in
yeah.
this. Yep.
Man, that's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Foster. Foster, what's going on, Foster?
Sure, yeah.
I say Pete,
Yeah, how's
okay.
it
I
going,
know
man?
Hutch say Hutch can get strong. See, and see, people don't realize how strong and how big Aiden Hutchinson is until you see him in
Mm-hmm.
person. Like Hutchinson is a big guy and he's tall. And people don't
Mm-hmm.
realize how big this guy is. So he's strong. It's just when you get double teamed, sometimes that takes a lot out of you. Not saying that it's an excuse, but yeah. But if you really
Right.
look at it, Aiden Hutchinson and Max Crosby pretty much plays similar. You know, he plays
Right.
similar. Oh yeah, I agree with that. I think he is gonna keep the
Yeah.
Vikings.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do. I really do. I
Yeah. And
and, uh-huh.
it's typical for Vikings quarterback. It's typical for Vikings quarterback, starting quarterback, to go ahead and freaking get injured, and then they get somebody like Dobbs. That's
Right.
they just have the Vikings have that type of luck. They
Yeah,
do.
they do. They do.
You know.
They do. All the quarterbacks they had got hurt or they just didn't have trust in. So they like, okay, let's go get Dobbs because he has experience, playing with the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go and get him. And since he's starter, it's not going to be anything new for him, and he could throw the ball. So they give him a chance. And so far,
Right.
he played very well for them. He's playing very well. And that's another one of
Oh
those
yeah.
running quarterbacks that we worried about.
Yeah, I know. Right. When we're getting close to, I know. I was excited. I thought, oh yeah, Minnesota ain't going to be anything without Kirk Cousins. And then they go ahead and sign Dobbs. Dobbs doesn't even get doesn't even practice with
Mm-hmm.
the offense when he and he goes ahead and leads them to a victory. I mean, hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
That's crazy. When you don't even have enough time to learn the offense, and you still come with a win. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. They were on the sideline. They were on the sidelines getting their timings, their cadence ready.
Yeah.
Once their other quarterback got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another quarterback
Yeah.
was afraid to throw the ball. He just kept running it. He just kept giving it to the running back. Like, I ain't finna throw this ball. Hey, I give it to
Mhm.
you. I don't want to throw.
Right.
So they had to do something, and it wound up being a good
Right.
move. Wound up being a good move. It is, yeah. But hey,
Yep.
we gotta just keep winning. We just can't have a head on a swivel. We just gotta keep winning and keep doing what we did in the first half of the season. We can't worry about anybody in the division.
Oh
We
yeah.
just have to just worry about ourselves.
Yep. Oh, exactly. We gotta take it to them. We gotta take it to them. Exactly. Golf needs to play
Mhm.
like he. Golf needs to ball like he was balling out last year. That's what he needs to.
Absolutely.
He needs to get in that form.
Yeah.
We got
Because we got a
Jamison
favorable
Williams
schedule.
now. Jamison. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, go
And
ahead.
welcome Foster and welcome Grandizer 12.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you
sir.
guys for coming in. Thanks, Eric. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations for the win. As far as beating the who was it they beat?
The
uh,
Panthers.
uh, 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 Panthers.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Panthers. Yep. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw them celebrating in the locker room, man. I thought I seen a
yeah,
video where Justin Fields was celebrating in the locker room. I thought that was funny. I thought
yeah.
that was funny. Celebrating, dancing, and everything.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
Well,
I thought that was funny.
you know what was funny? I had to go. I had to go ahead and work yesterday, so I didn't see the game. And I'm coming home, and people were joking about the game and stuff like that on ESPN radio, the one station that I was listening to. So I heard something wrong. Okay, I heard that the Bears won, but
Mm-hmm.
for some I didn't hear the whole score. But for some reason they said something like 3-2 or something like that, and I thought that's an odd score.
Yeah. Yeah.
3-2, and of course that wasn't the right score or anything.
Right.
So I don't know what numbers they were talking about or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Man,
I
I,
heard
I seen a
three
little
to
bit of the
two.
game because
And
I was just flipping. I was flipping through so many
I did
channels
this
and
morning
different
a little
sports.
bit.
That I was, man, I was watching
Yeah,
college
but I know it was like
football.
13-3 or
Yeah, I
16
think it was
13.
like 16-13. I think that was the final score.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was. Hmm.
Yeah. So, but hey, they needed that because I know it would have been some unhappy Bear fans if they would have lost to the Carolina Panthers. You know,
Right.
it would, yeah, it would have been very unhappy about them losing to a
Hmm.
one or two win team, like two win. They think Carolina has one or two
One,
wins.
one team, one win, one
One
win.
win.
They have one win.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Man,
Hmm.
I was
Yeah,
so
they
pulling.
have one win.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. I was,
yeah, they
man, I
have
was
one win,
pulling.
and also I think the Patriots has one win.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Because I was so pulling for them to lose every game so we wouldn't have that record. But then when they had that one win, I said, oh, come on, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
exactly, exactly.
because we,
What would have
we,
been better though if the Patriots would have went 0-17.
oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
would love to
but
have seen the Patriots go 0-17.
yeah, I would have liked to see that too. I would have definitely liked to see that.
Right.
That'd be it'd be interesting to see
Mhm.
what who these teams would draft. Like, let's say if the you know what would be crazy is if the Bears get the
Mhm.
first pick in the draft, and then you thinking who they gonna pick? Because they're not gonna pick a quarterback unless they
Right.
really cool with Justin Fields, which a lot of people thought they should have drafted a
Right.
quarterback. If they would have had, if they would have
Mhm.
drafted Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, who knows how their season would have been. But they had so much
Right.
trust in Justin Fields. So, you know, do they still have any trust with Justin Fields to the point to where they're not going to draft another quarterback? Now, 9 times out of 10, if
Right.
they get that pick, I honestly think they're going to pick a receiver with that. And I think they're going to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. I think
Mhm.
they would draft him
Yeah. But
because
they could have the 1 and 2 picks
mm-hmm,
because they got
mm-hmm.
Carolina's pick.
Yes, they
So
do.
we want
They do.
Carolina to win a couple more games now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. Mm-hmm. And it's it's just, who knows what can happen. I mean, with drafting, there's a lot of teams they do picks and they're like, well, did they really just pick like what huh? Just like, with Houston last year. Well in the draft
Mhm.
after draft this year, they had 2 consecutive picks.
Right.
And it really helped them out tremendously. And they're a much better team than what
Oh,
people
yeah.
think. You know, I have a
Exactly.
lot of high hopes for the Texans, man. I think they're going to get better. I think they're going
Mhm.
to be a better team. So teams got to draft better, man. They just you have to, just like with the
So
Lions. The Lions has
I
drafted
I do
better.
I do got a special request.
Okay.
Yeah. Granted, I know you didn't
Roar!
want me to do that. Roar. Yeah. Actually, you did better than me there.
I tried. It's
Yeah, you did.
I just I
Oh boy.
and it just feels so good to have the Lions winning, have a winning team. It's just
Mhm.
it
Right.
feels wonderful. No, hopefully they can,
Yeah.
sustain that during the
Exactly.
second half of the season because things change. He said, if
Yeah.
Jameson Williams
But
live up to.
definitely, I agree with it.
Yeah, you know what?
It's hard.
I I I,
I
I
know
can.
he's been.
Yep. Oh no, go
Mhm.
ahead, Tim.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that statement. He needs to live up with the hype. I know he's coming off a suspension and injury, actually 2 injuries if you count what kept him out. But yeah, now it's time for him to start putting up. Uh, but him and Jared Goff, they need to get that timing together. That's the main thing. Get that timing together. Let's go ahead and they got him for a reason for being Poland, and that's what he needs to do for us.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think
Yeah.
that I think that the fans have to have patience for Jameson Williams because he's gonna make mistakes.
Mhm.
He's gonna drop the football. Those things happen
Right.
with young receivers. And then he's still coming, still trying to be
Right.
healthy from that injury because leg and knee injuries take a while to heal. And people don't really realize that unless it happens to them. Like I know that personally because I have a knee injury. And it takes a
Right.
while will
Right.
get back to 100%. So people got to understand that because I hear
Mm-hmm.
so much. I even have friends that say we're sick of the JMO hate and everything like that. But fans come down on him. But when he's doing a good play, they're like, "Oh, I knew he could do it," and he's just like, "No, no, 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 you didn't.
Right.
No, you didn't. You've been bagging them all year." But I think with Jameson Williams, I think it's more so mentally than physically with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think his
Mm-hmm.
mindset. I think
Yeah.
he thinks about things too much to the point that he tried to do a little. He tried to do too much, and he should just stick to what he's doing.
Right.
And I think
Mm-hmm.
that can be a gift and a curse for a guy that's a speedy receiver. You know what I mean? So he just has to
Right.
have trust, has to believe in himself, and I think he'll be fine. But we got to understand with the Lions' offense, we got a lot of weapons. We got a lot of weapons.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yep. We.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And which is a good
Yeah.
thing. That's a
But
good thing to have on offense.
in the same token. Yeah. And I know we gotta wait for, but still, these fans have been waiting. Yeah, they waited all last year, and I mean, he was dangled. At first when they drafted him, and he was dangled. He would be ready at the start of the season. That's what we were told. That it's
Mm-hmm.
possible that he would be ready at the start of the season. You know, so then it went, all through last year. So it's like, but like you said, we got to remember we are all humans. We all got to go ahead and, I mean, we all heal at different paces and stuff like that. And it's hard to play when you're freaking injured. It isn't like the old Brett Favre days where you can just go ahead and smack up on painkillers because they
Right.
test for that
Right.
crap now.
Right. Right. Or like
So,
Stafford
but
when he
I,
hurt his
I,
shoulder,
I
he
do,
still kept
mm, right.
mm-hmm.
And, shoot, so I think one of the reasons people are even more hard on him, just because the way that, is his expressions when the Lions drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, so they don't know for sure if he's committed. Then when but see, I really think that he's committed to this team. But like you say, things need to catch up with him. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because once he
Absolutely.
thought about what the Lions were doing, once he, I mean, his attitude changed towards them and stuff like that. And sometimes he may say things that isn't the best thing, but we're all humans, and we will sometimes say things and then think, why the hell did I say that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
when he went ahead and was earlier downing the way Goff was playing in preseason and stuff like that. You gotta
Right.
you gotta watch your mouth. you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to, because
Yeah.
everybody watching what you're saying. So
Hmm.
definitely have to watch out for that. And
Oh
but
yeah.
like I say, he has to just
Yeah.
have he has to just believe in himself. I think that's the more thing. When you come off of an injury, you start to doubt yourself. You start to you doubt the way you
Hmm.
run routes. You start to doubt a lot of things when you injured because the cuts that you make
Hmm.
before you start to think at it again like, oh, do I do this or this is how I got hurt doing this play. So it's always gonna be on your mind when that happens. And it happens with a lot
Right.
of
Hmm.
people who get in. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of injuries. Like sports is just it's been a lot of injuries throughout all these sports. So especially with football when it being
Oh
so
yeah.
physical, and you playing a
Right.
long when you playing about 3.5 hours. So it takes a toll on you. Definitely.
Yeah. And it's a smash into your sport. It's not a oh yeah, I'm going to bump into you once in a while. Football is is above a contact sport. It is a collision sport. So you're going to go ahead and get you're going to go ahead and collide with somebody who might be bigger and built better than you.
Right.
You may get flattened, and it's an immovable force of going against an indestructible object. It's the way to. Oh yeah. Thank you, Foster. Uh,
Oh yeah. All right,
Thanks for
Foster.
stopping by. You have a good day.
I know how it is to shave the beard, so yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
know, I hear you. And then also too, Tim,
Yeah.
like we suffered a lot of injuries throughout the whole year, and for guys to
Oh
just
yeah.
step up, you know what I mean? And it just shows the depth on this team. I
Hmm.
mean, we got David Montgomery hurt, we got James Houston, we've had C.J. Gardner Johnson, we've had a
Yeah.
lot of guys hurt, like, and it's
Hmm.
good for guys to step up, like a
And we're
Jameer.
still 6-2.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the defense has
Yep.
really, they stepped up.
Yeah. And
Like,
yep.
yes, sir.
Yep. And Jameer Gibbs made that Lambo or made the Lions leap look a lot better than that Lambo leap.
Yeah, yeah,
He got
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But of course, he had some help getting up into the fans.
Right. Shout out to the lady that helped him up get up there. That was
Yeah, I mean, hey, you better what? Jameer Gibbs can fly, and we can prove it. He can
yeah,
fly underground and up into the stands.
right.
He got raptured up.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. That man, and it's good that it's good to see that, man. It's good to see Lions on Monday Night Football, man. Just on a national stage, and just
Mhm.
for people to see how
Yeah,
this Lion team really is. So it's good to see that. It's good to
exactly.
see him on prime time. It's good to see that the NFL um, puts this team on television the way that they have, and that just
Hmm. Right.
we can't. And then it's just like this team, they don't even with these bright lights and stuff, you can see it don't get to them. I think that's why I think that Kansas City game really helped them because they're used to
Hmm.
that. So they're used to all
Right.
these primetime games and stuff like that, and it doesn't get to their head. So that's the one thing that I like that about this team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always say, man, it's
Hmm.
when it comes to injuries and things, it's always next man up. This is what you live for to be in the NFL. You wait for your time, and then you got to make the best of it. Injuries happen. It's just what kind of depth you have. How are they going to
Right.
play? Do you really want
Right.
this? Know how much you really want to play, and just play your butt off. That's how I look at it.
Right. So, what do you think about the question they got about David Montgomery and Gibbs?
Question since back, David Montgomery, do you think ease on Gibbs like did earlier? I think they're gonna do that. Um, I
Hmm.
think, yeah, because I think Montgomery is gonna get the bulk of the runs because he's a physical running back. I just think they
Hmm.
probably might put Gibbs in there for like maybe second down, third down, and long, or things like that, or just as an extra receiver because he can use his speed. I think that's the best thing to do with
Yeah.
Gibbs because he's not going to be hurt. So try to use him.
Yeah.
Uh, don't break him. Don't try to use him as much, but then kind of don't do the same thing to David Montgomery to re-injure himself too. I think you have to just um, kind of do the
What?
switcheroo. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. What I would do is I would see a lot of sets where they're both in the backfield at the same time. sometimes. Not and make it so that you don't know if it's going to go to Montgomery or if it's going to go to Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Make the defense think. You know, they wouldn't need to line up in I formation. They could line up side by side, stuff like that too. And
Yep.
it also depends to me on how healthy is Montgomery, because we don't want to see him get hurt. But because I'll tell you what, I mean, when from what I seen from Gibbs the last game, if that's him breaking out and he can do that, I mean, we don't want to see either of them get hurt. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but we want to be able to, to them to be used to the maximum potential to get the win. I want them. I want the defenses guessing who's going to get the ball, whether it's going to be running back Gibbs, running back Montgomery, or if it's going to be the our if Goff is going to go ahead and play action pass to one of our ultimate great receivers that we have,
Right.
because we have freaking Jameson Williams, we got people, we got Mr. St.
Mm-hmm.
Brown, we got all
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a few of
Out
them.
of talent.
So let's use the weapons we got, and let's keep them confused as far as that defense, because then that defense cannot just go ahead and concentrate on one person. You know, get us as
Absolutely.
unpredictable as we can be. Yeah,
Absolutely. Got to. Got to.
yeah.
And then
Hmm.
you gotta use them, you gotta use it as a thunder and lightning kind of thing. I think you gotta keep them fresh.
Oh yeah,
You gotta definitely keep them
yeah.
fresh. So you can have Montgomery in there for 2 plays,
Hmm.
then you can have Gibbs in there the next 2 plays.
Right.
Then you can just keep switching around. I
Yeah.
think that's gonna help them. And then it's good to
Right.
have it's good to have a running back like Craig Reynolds too. We always seem to forget Craig Reynolds because
Oh yeah.
he's a nice running back too. You got to
Right.
use him in there, and then you can rest both of them.
Exactly.
So you can use it to that
Hmm.
advantage.
Yeah.
If we lose one of the starter corner defense, will not step up because of Will Harris. Every team put their best offensive player on him, and we lose because of it. Yeah, people know how I feel about Will
Yeah.
Harris. You know,
Yeah. I know. I
I
know.
can do it.
We all kind of agree.
I could do a whole rant
Yeah.
video on Will Harris. And listen, I like Will Harris. I've met Will Harris. He's a good dude, but man, he gets beat by everybody. He'll probably get beat by an offensive lineman if he had to. That's how bad it is. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. He had he had one good game in his whole career with the
Yeah.
Lions. One good game, and that was it.
My thing
I
is
mean,
stick him to special teams to where he's good at and just keep him there. Don't put him in the game at all. Just special teams. We got the luxury to have,
right,
corners and
exactly.
safeties. Like if you're going to have a safety in there or something like that, put
Right.
put in Tracy Walker. You know, you know,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, not Will Harris.
you know, put in Marafahu.
Yeah.
You got Kirby Joseph. You got,
Exactly.
you know, Dorsey if he's
Yeah,
healthy. But we got the luxury to
yeah.
have good corners in Jerry Jacobs and Cam Sutton.
Hmm.
We got the lucky to have guys like that. So, and Cam Sutton has played well
Yeah.
all
So
year.
okay, yeah. So other than special teams, why do we have Will Harris even on the team?
I guess to have him in there to rest guy. You know,
But can
that
be somebody better?
it has to
Can we
be, man.
replace him with somebody better?
It has to
Oh,
be. You just man,
I know.
and you hate that CJ is hurt, but those type of things,
Right.
it happen because we don't know the exact time frame
Yeah.
that he's going to come back if he comes back. Yeah,
Mm,
you could put in. Yeah, you could put in Steve Gilmore or Chase Lucas. Yeah, I like both of those guys. I like Lucas. I like Chase Lucas, and I like Gilmore
right.
too. I like Gilmore too.
Right.
So can't be what? Yeah, Steve. Put in Steve Gilmore or Chase Lucas. Can't be worse than Will Harris.
Oh God. Oh
Yep.
man. I.
But yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I'm I'm gonna tone it
you know,
down on
you
Will
just kind of
Harris. I'm
wonder
gonna leave him
what.
alone.
Okay. Okay. But one last thing. It's just kind of wonder what Will Harris has on the lines to keep him on the team.
Yeah, yeah,
What dirt does
yeah.
Will
I mean,
Harris has on the lines?
hey,
No,
hey, listen. If you can get
I'm
him
sorry.
for, hey Tim, I'm gonna tell you, if you can
Yeah.
get him for 2 hot and ready pizzas from Little Caesars, take the deal. Take the deal,
Sure.
please.
Yeah, I would even take one of those Dunkin' donut holes. Trade
Hey,
Will
hey,
Harris
listen.
for that.
Hey, Tim, I would trade him
Yeah.
for a season ticket with the Michigan Panthers. I
Okay.
would do that. Oh, you offering me
Yeah.
season
Yeah.
tickets for the Panthers? We got a deal. We got a deal. So,
Yep. Yep.
but I'm gonna leave Will Harris alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
I,
You know,
I can
for
see those
today, I'm gonna
wheels.
leave him alone.
Those wheels still. Yeah. I can see those wheels still turning there. Yeah.
But like, yeah, he
And
was.
by the way, I,
Yeah, be like Will
I,
Harris.
I,
Yeah,
I
he
do
was.
I do apologize to it.
Yeah, go ahead, Tim. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I do apologize to anybody who I did not get to read their every comment. We had a lot of comments. Appreciate it, but
Yeah,
I did want to say, you know, you guys definitely make the show that come in and give the comments and my guests and everything. But yeah, but there's been a Will Harris sighting. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the unemployment.
this
Okay, I just gotta say one more thing about Will Harris, and then it's it. Okay, sometimes the best way to go ahead and destroy something is by putting something in the system that is meant to destroy the system within. And what where Harris does with his play is he destroys
absolutely.
the system from the inside. When are you gonna learn this, Dan Campbell? Next roster, please replace
Oh
him.
man.
Okay, that's
Oh
it.
man.
No more hate.
Oh man.
Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah. He was. Yeah, he was. Hey, Tim. He was willing to give up
yeah,
touchdown. He was willing.
and Oh God.
Yeah.
I just wish he would have his last will and testament for the Lions.
Oh man, we
not
are a
not
mess. We are a mess. But it's so
yeah.
true. It's so true. Oh
You know,
man.
it's really bad when the Lions are 6-2 and you still keep a guy like him. When you still gotta scratch your head and think, what the hell are they doing? I mean, it's not my will to have will here because
Be like he makes
if
one
you
good
will
play and
have it
people
that
think he's a
way,
pro bowler.
but yeah, Gamer makes one bad play and then they think he's the worst thing. What the
Yeah. Be like, we shouldn't have picked him up. He's a bum. He's trash. Like, be like, yeah,
but
he's
as will
trash.
will have it. No, okay.
But he's trash for dropping the ball. But a person that's saying that with no athletic ability can't even attempt to catch it. I laugh at that. Like,
Right.
be like, nope.
Mm,
But it's funny. It's funny. It is funny to me, man.
right.
But it is what it is. He said Jack Campbell be better. I'm not gonna kill him. Not gonna give up on him. Rookie, he's learning. Yeah, gotta let the rookies learn. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It comes with playing time, but then it's hard
Right.
to
Yeah.
use them. It's hard to use them when Anzalone and Derek Barnes is playing well. You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
linebacker by
Yeah.
committee. You
Yeah.
know, it's linebacker by
Hmm.
committee.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
because like I
Well.
said, Anzalone has played very well the last couple of weeks, and Derek Barnes is Derek Barnes. He's gonna do what he do.
Mhm.
But like I said, it's good to
Yeah.
have depth in those positions. So it's gonna be some guys that's not gonna
Right.
get the playing time we think they should. But you notice that you don't see anybody on our team that that's saying they're not happy with the playing time. I don't see
Right.
anybody that's complaining about playing time on this team.
Yeah.
So
But you're
that out.
I I'm unhappy about somebody's playing time,
That
as
yeah,
Will have it.
yeah, yeah. Willing. Oh
Oh,
man.
I did need to go back there.
Oh man.
Okay.
Uh will
Okay.
the
This is
thrill.
what
Will the thrill.
I don't
Uh
give up on Will Harris. I mean, what?
only Lions. Said only Lions gave up on Will Harris. I've been wanting them to go for like 7 years. I don't know. I don't remember how long he's been here. I want him gone when Matt Patricia, Bob Quinn gone. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Right.
I hear you.
That's why I'm saying is what will does he have over the lines
I don't know.
to be willing to keep? I mean, I don't know. Is he married to a family member or something? I don't know.
I did. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, nowadays hey, some people do that. Some people do that. You know, hey,
Right.
shout out to Triple H, the wrestler. So
Oh boy.
you can do it. You can do it. Hey,
The-
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The
long
only
as
one
you're
thing,
willing to do whatever it takes.
but with all the will and might that I have, I'm not willing to put up with that anymore.
Yeah,
When it should be done, it should be over.
yeah, yeah, they definitely willing to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sam Line,
Oh, shoot.
but I think but this team has a lot of talent, man. I mean, and even
Oh
with
yeah,
the
it's good.
rookies drafted, and man, and even Laporta, man, Laporta is a star in the making, man. I think he's going to be very, very.
Right.
I think he's going to be a good player. You said I would have
Yeah,
kept Jeff Okuda.
I think so too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I would have kept Kuda more than Harris.
hmm Yeah,
I
yeah. But if
got
we
it.
would
I got it. He's related to Kamala Harris. That's why he's still alive.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, Biden.
yeah, yeah. I like Jeff Okuda. I like Jeff Okuda. I
Yeah.
wish we could have kept him.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
wish we could have kept Darius Slay too. I was a big
Oh
Darius
yeah.
Slay fan.
Hmm.
And Slay's playing very well for the Eagles. I hated to give him up like that.
Yeah, and
So
he's basically chased away by good old Patriot Matt Patricia.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
They chased
man.
a lot of guys away.
Yeah,
Slay,
I
Quandre
know.
Diggs, just
Yep.
I wish we could have kept
Mhm.
Quandre Diggs because he would have been
Yep.
really something. But if we would have
Yep.
kept Quandre Diggs, we wouldn't have had a CJ Garner Johnson, drafted Kirby Joseph,
Right.
had a Tracy Walker,
Hmm.
had a lot of these guys. So, that
Right.
comes with good trading and good
Exactly.
drafting. As much
Right.
as people didn't agree on drafting Panay Sewell, hey, look at Panay Sewell
Hmm.
now. And then
Right.
look at the guy, and then
Yep.
also too, we tend to forget the drafting of Brian Branch is a very good pick that we
Yeah.
made.
Exactly.
Because you can have Branch play different positions. You can have him play a corner or safety. You
Hmm.
can have him play in a linebacker. You know,
Right.
that's the joy of having somebody who can play multiple positions. And he's a rookie and he's playing that well. If he didn't get hurt, he would be the lead candidate for defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, he would be.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely. Yeah, he's man.
But
We
people gotta
definitely
give.
know that the
Go ahead, Tim.
okay. We definitely know that the regime of Brad Holmes knows how to draft a hell of a lot better than Bob Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely.
Sure.
And
For sure.
you see how passionate he is with drafting everybody that he gets.
Right.
You can see
Yeah.
his passion, and Dan Campbell and everybody there that love these picks,
Oh yeah.
and he's passionate about, and he
And
wants
he don't
this
care
team.
what.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Yeah, he definitely wants his team, and he don't care what anybody says or thinks about his pick. Those are his picks.
Exactly.
He's gonna stand behind them. And
Exactly.
if you guys think, just like they said, oh yeah, running back should have never been drafted in the first round. Hell, he was drafted in the first
Mhm.
round. Great job, Brad.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I do need to leave for work in about 10 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm
We
going
don't
to,
want to
yeah.
hold you up.
So
Hey,
thank,
Tim, I just want to say
yeah, thanks
thank you.
everybody for coming.
Yeah, Tim, I just want to say thank you for having me on your
Yeah.
show, man. I always have fun every time I come on your show.
Hmm.
So I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you so much for always, bringing me on and just having these talks, man.
Hmm.
We could talk all day. We
Oh,
could
yeah.
talk all day.
We sure
But
could. We sure could. Hey, I'll tell you what. If I didn't have to work, man, I'd keep this show going another 2 hours.
yeah,
you
because
know.
I hear you because I got it because I always show because I got to get
Mhm.
ready to go to this Piston game later on, so I'm gonna be at the Piston game about 7. So,
Mhm.
but definitely just I definitely
Wow.
appreciate being on your show as always, man. It's always fun. I always support you because you always have a good show, man. I love what
Yeah.
you do here. I love chiming in on all the topics that you have on here. And I just gotta do a raw. I gotta do that.
Man, that was too. That was too. Let me see if I can do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, and
Yes.
yeah, give a shout out to your show again before you leave.
Yes, it is D313XP podcast. Myself, my pages, I have two different personal pages. Myself, I have the New Breed 313 Sports, and I have 313 the New Breed
Hmm.
Real Talk. Sports podcast, man, D313XP. Please like and subscribe, man. We got some guests on the way, man.
Definitely.
We're working on we trying to we hope to get Terry Foster on next week. We're working on that, and then we just got a few people that
Wow.
we got in mind. Yeah, yeah, I was surprised at that too. So hoping to get him on,
Awesome.
and definitely we got to get Tim on, man. We got to get Tim on here. Got to get him on.
I know. I
So
know. I know. I know.
yeah. So
They have
yeah,
doubled my workload at work right now, so it's
yeah.
yeah.
And, hey man, get that
But
money as
yeah,
much as you can, my
definitely.
brother. Yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, but definitely subscribe to D313XP, man. Myself, DC1, Nomas J. Um, we 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 got big things ahead, man. So I just want to thank you, Tim, and definitely
Mhm.
like and subscribe to Tim's channel. I'm going to put the word out. I'm going to
Thank you.
post videos. I'm going to do everything I can to show my support to your channel and have people, check it out because I think you have a good thing going here, man. And I think
Amen.
it's going to give it's headed that way, man. It's headed that way. So as Michigan podcast
Yeah.
guys, we got to stick together. We got to support each other. We have to.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing, Big Reds, Muskegon Big Reds play tomorrow
Yes,
for
sir.
like the district or something. I
Oh,
might be at that
yes,
game.
sir.
So go
Okay.
Big Reds!
Okay.
I'm
Big
I'm a
Red.
big,
Let's go.
Big Red alum. Yeah. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah. But with that, I do gotta let you all go because I do gotta get ready or pretty much ready for work, but I do gotta leave for work. So all right, thank you guys. I loved having you guys on. All right. So this is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports and No Holds Bars Fridays. This is every Friday at 11 o'clock. We have this show every Friday, and I'm going to be incorporating more shows at 11 o'clock during the day and try to get some shows at night too. So we're going to be there. We're going to be on here. All right. Thank you guys. Gotta run. If I can end the stream here. All right.